Hey man, welcome back to the box, man. We got my brother with me.
It's already going.
Okay. I got my brother with me, man. My brother from another mother, the 7-foot demigod.
What it do? What it
My
do?
boy Cope,
The big sloper.
the big general, man. What you been up to, Cope?
Shit, not too much.
Not too much, man. You in school? How's school been going, man?
Hell yeah. Graphic design and shit.
So
You switched majors?
No, I'm still an art major.
So
I just have a graphic design specialization.
So let me ask you, you still want to be a lawyer, right?
Hell yeah.
What type of lawyer?
Shit, with the NIL shit coming out, all that shit going on with the athletes, I think I want to be a sports lawyer now. So I could be like an agent, but also know the law and still be on my Rich Paul shit.
Oh,
That sounds
badass.
badass.
Yeah.
Rich Paul shit.
But I ain't finna get sued though, because they can't sue the lawyer. You feel me? Shit, they ain't suing the lawyer.
That's solid, though.
That's solid. That's solid.
So you say what you want to do before that, though?
Anything civil, really. Corporate defense, just representing companies and shit.
What made you wanna pursue law? I don't think I've ever asked you that shit.
Damn, back in the Montreal days when I was giving them niggas business in
Your
the
mama,
courtroom.
right?
Yeah, that too. But just when I like realized I could really stomp them niggas out in the courtroom, like having already being like a 7-footer type nigga and having like controlling courtroom presence with the jury and the judge and shit, like just being able to control the room, like I could be on some real shit up in there.
You definitely back in high school going to when you was in, was it Law Academy?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Good time, wasn't it?
You missed that shit, Cope?
A little bit here and there. I miss the memories I made for the most part and like the people. The competitions was pretty fun, traveling around, meeting.
Oh, yeah, y'all went everywhere. So let me ask you about the competition. What y'all did, like mock type thing? Then like, so how the competition go?
It was like, all right, so you get a fat case. Like, say we doing like the national one. Like it was multiple. You got the ones that were like statewide and the ones that were more national. So for the national ones, we go to like New York, San Francisco, Atlanta type shit. And they give you a fat packet, like at least 100 pages, and every character had like a storyline and some, I don't know, nuances to make it different between each story. And so basically, you just had to choose between, you know, who you wanted to be between attorney and witness. Witness was like you acting out a part, and attorney was like you giving like facts and knowing the FRE, the Federal Rules of Evidence, and just like, I don't know, presenting your case for real. And then you got a judge, they give you the scores, and then they got like top spots. Like they got like top 2 attorneys out of both teams and like the top witnesses. And then they tally up the scores based off of that.
You meet a lot of people doing the traveling, right?
Do what?
You meet a lot of people doing the traveling, mock trials and shit, right?
What?
Tell us a little about that.
Hey, but y'all, I've been seeing them parties y'all used to go to.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. This is little known information. But I'm gonna spill that shit anyway. Nah, bro. My high school mock trial coach found me behind a bush with an Irish bitch.
I forgot to mention at the beginning of the podcast, he's also a player. He's a Mac first. No, you're a Mac first now. Lawyer second. Mac by day, lawyer by night.
Yeah, bro. Keeping that shit on lock. But anyway, yeah, there were some teams that were from out of the country. This team in particular was out of Ireland. So, you know, me being me type shit. But yeah. But no, it was some people from all over the place. Like I know some of the people had like it was some teams that like all they did was mock trial. So like we had a class for it and we'll practice in class. But like homeschool teams, like boy, them boys go so crazy because it was like that's all they do all day, every day, reading the case and practicing and doing stuff. And we had like after school practice, but them homeschool teams would be recruiting folks and doing all types of shit.
Man, is that serious?
No,
I never knew it was that deep.
I went to a mock trial camp in South Carolina, Furman University. It's a private liberal arts school, but they had seen me at one of the national competitions in Atlanta and was like, we want to invite you to come to this. And so I went, but apparently like only the top like 20, top 25 people in the nation can go to that camp, and it happens yearly. So like, if you get invited to that camp, you with the shits for sure. Hell yeah.
So before you got the passion to be a lawyer and everything from like my child and all that shit, did you have any aspirations before wanting to be a lawyer?
Damn, I don't think so. Cause I used to see my mom, like, she would talk about these cases and she'd break it down into like things that I could digest. And I was like, damn, Mom, like, of course I wasn't saying it then, but I was like, damn, Mom, how do you like look at this and just see it? Like, and I didn't really understand that until I could like get a case of my own and look at it and actually read it. Like for my competitions and stuff, when I started really getting into it and really grinding at it, I would look at the case and just immediately see stuff and be like, oh, I can twist that, I can flip that. And that's what I'm doing in the competition. But like, when I was younger, hearing the cases that my mom would do and stuff, I would be like, how are you piecing that together? Like, how do you just read this and automatically know what you're gonna say? But no, I didn't really have anything that was pushing me towards it until I got to look at it myself and realize I could really do this.
You ever, with your mom being a lawyer and everything, you ever sat in on a case? Like, cause you know some cases be public and anybody can go in the courtroom and sit in. You ever sat in and then like been like, damn, this shit crazy?
There was like a couple years ago when I was doing internship over the summer. It was after the spring semester, so summer is people start looking for those internships and stuff, and she has her own practice now since she stopped doing like working for companies and shit. So I had a chance to like sit in on one of her court cases. Like it was like a child custody case. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, it was pretty cool though.
It's a hell of a case to sit in.
Yeah.
Child custody is real.
You heard they get busy. So let me ask you this, Cope.
What up?
I know you black.
Yeah.
Is it harder going in the law being black?
Nah.
You think so?
You don't feel any type of,
You feel like the weight?
I'm not like pressures or just cause it's like, yeah, it's black lawyers and everything, but it's not a lot of us,
Just
or there should be more.
Just being like at Alabama, where I have a more concentrated like group of black friends and black people that I know, and like alumni and stuff like that, who I also know are in the law program right now or plan on going into the law program. It's like, I guess I have more of a sense of the community that's actually going into it more than like the average black kid would, because like you hear lawyers, it's like, oh, black kid from wherever, but you don't know nothing about no black lawyers. So it's just like, if you're in an educational environment, I guess you're gonna see more of the types of people that will be in that field as opposed to just anybody out in public. So no, I don't feel any particular pressures. I mean, shit.
How often? Because again, you are black and you nigga 7 feet tall for real. You 7 footer for real.
7 foot. No cap.
Yeah. I know you get the questions all the time, either be from people in our own community or just anybody who see you trying to be a lawyer. Like, damn, nigga, you 6'11". I ain't playing basketball. You trying to be a lawyer? Da, da, da. I'm sure you get that question a lot. How often do you get that question?
I get that question a lot, and it's just like, and sometimes I get salty with it because people be like, oh, like I was in Dollar General the other day, and a woman had stopped me while I was at the cash register, and I was paying for my little items or whatever, and she was like, oh, dang, you must play basketball. I was like, oh yeah, I played in high school. She was like, oh, well, what do you do now? I was like, oh, I'm in college at the University of Alabama. She was like, oh, you play there? I was like, nah, I'm a full-time student. And she was like, why? And I was like, because I think my academic ability is outweighing my physical ability. And she just kind of was like, oh, and walked away. And I was like, yeah, that's right, because I mean, we got enough basketball players. I mean, say I did play college ball, but how many of them really make it into the NBA? And I'm not confident in my physical ability like that. But I am confident in my mental ability. And when I break it down to people, it's like, we already got enough basketball players. Why wouldn't you want more professional, like,
intelligent? That's a real problem in our community when we see people like young black kids. Where
Like
they got
straight
It
stereotype.
seems like they can have real good physical ability in whatever sport, but all we be knowing is really sports and entertainment for real.
That's it.
But that's because historically, that's the only way we've been able to get ourselves in a big way to make a lot of money.
It's
Yeah.
crazy because I was talking to somebody recently, they got about last week about that same thing. I'm like, bro, so I'm in the army. I'm like, bro, we need more people in law enforcement. We need more black people in law. We need more black people being paramedics. Like, we need more black people in other things.
We
other
need
than
more
just playing
black
sports.
professionals, period. Like,
Yeah.
TR youth, we can't just teach them football, basketball, rapper, singer,
Actor,
actor.
that's it.
That can't be the only thing. Like, yeah, it yields a lot of money, but we need more black professionals, period. Because there's so much,
Other stuff.
like, discrimination within them professions that you can't just, it's not going to go away unless we get in that motherfucker and help each other.
Once I break it down to people, and like, we already have enough basketball players. Why wouldn't you want me to be a lawyer? And they're like, oh, that's right. Well, if it was right, why didn't you think that in the beginning?
All they see is the
Like, I
physical.
just.
All they
And
see
that's
is
why a
the-
lot of, like, athletes, they fuck around and go broke. Because all they be knowing is athletics.
Yeah. Don't know none of that.
Niggas be broke as fuck when they leave college, when they didn't get drafted. Because them niggas don't be giving a fuck about their education. They get a bullshit degree.
Yeah.
Just go try to play
But
better.
that comes down to like how we grow up and shit. People don't care about the academic side of it. They don't look at the numbers. Like, it's so rare that you even go to the league. Even a 5-star nigga, 4-star nigga has a low chance of even touching the league.
We know a couple people. We know a couple people they're really good at basketball in high school and they bouncing around. I mean, there's too many people trying to play this position. Ira Copeland,
Super
you
strong.
say you go to Alabama. Right?
It's
They came out with a list of part of schools. Alabama was I feel like they got dead dirty on that list, Coop.
that
What you
list
think about
was
that?
phony. That was a phony list, bro.
You
That
think-
list was phony,
You think Alabama don't won?
bro. Yes.
I seen the list
No,
earlier in the
like-
year where they were number one.
Bro,
This-
that's what bro,
This list I seen
these
had like
lists-
UAB, Notre
First of all,
Dame.
that account, nah, bro. Fake account, fake news. Everybody, whether you like it or not, you already know T-Town is that place. You can't be, you can't be disrespecting it like that. And even so, like, it had the Ivy Leagues on there before they had Arizona State, and it's nationally known. Like, even as an Alabama student, it's nationally known that Arizona State is that party school.
I think
So,
Arizona State probably should be number one. Because I'm not going to count personal experience.
they number one in STDs, which
Personal
is different than
experience.
partying now.
Personal experience. I'll go by personal experience. T-time been dry. Personal experience. Me. Anytime I went, it's been dry except for like a couple times it wasn't dry.
But the
You're
times
not a
it wasn't
student,
dry.
though.
Yeah,
The
you're not a
times it
student.
wasn't dry, it was fine.
You're not a student.
It's different.
It's
That's true, but even then,
It's definitely different. Cause I know they were going to school now. Like, looking from the outside in, you'll think it's dry. But we get all kinds of stuff in our emails that you're not going to get because you're not a student. So it's different.
that's true.
And it's like
But
y'all always see, like, my story, like my private story, my Project X college story, and
Solid story,
people
bro.
always sliding up like, because of wild stuff going on, like,
yeah, you can tease,
like
bro.
some good content on there. But like, if you're not a student there, you're just not in the mix 24/7 to really get the full experience. And so you're like, sure, we might have some dry nights. Whenever you come, might be a dry night showing
See,
up.
but the
like,
dry nights I've had been on days where it shouldn't be dry. Feel me? Like, I'm not just going there
Okay,
a week
but
now.
okay,
or random weekends. I done went.
Bro,
Like,
you don't
there's
be
a
want,
dry-
you don't
feel
be
me?
wanting to get with the program though. Real shit.
You
don't be
damn
wanting
right.
to
I'm
get
not
with the
going to no clubs now.
See now, okay. What the fuck is you talking
Yeah,
about?
right. I'm not. That's just clubbing. I'm not. See, I like house parties. I like house parties.
House parties.
I like parties thrown by. I mean, they be thrown as a house party or like an apartment party. That shit, it'd be fun. Or more fun than a club would be to me.
It's just different as you get older, because like most people starting to turn 21, and if they are partying, they're part of a frat, so they've already rushed and gotten their letters or whatever. They just don't be throwing house parties like that. Plus, a big thing was that like our freshman year was the COVID year, so like a lot of the stuff that Alabama would have been having, they didn't have. So our only choice was to do house parties. And it's a big shift now.
I need to shift back.
I
The house
had-
party turn, bro.
definitely need to shift back because that house party shit way more fun.
Never went to a house party. That house party on Halloween might be the best part I ever
Halloween
been to.
2020, cold here. That motherfucker was jumping. It was fat in there.
Man, we partied from Friday to Sunday. I think I had COVID that whole weekend. I couldn't smell or taste.
Man, I wish y'all had came to the one that DC went to. Me and DC with the dude who was taking tequila shots.
When this was? I don't think I was here.
I don't know where you were. You didn't have, well, I don't have to ask DC when it was, but it wasn't. It was 2021 Halloween, not 2020. It was the next year.
Or not.
I don't know, but I know y'all, and y'all were like, nah, we just gonna stay.
That don't even sound like
I
me.
don't even remember
Halloween 20. What was I doing?
But DC drove down. He was like, all right, bet we gonna roll and see what this man talking about.
Oh,
Sure
yeah.
enough, when he came, we was turned.
Don't worry, it'll come back around, man. You still gonna be there. It'll come back around.
For sure that.
So you say you do the graphic designer right now.
Yeah.
How that's going, man? You like that?
I really enjoy that. It's like I'm on my own time other than like deadlines. Just like I do a lot of freelance stuff. I've helped like a lot of the local like fashion brands, people who want to get this stuff started. So I've been doing like some of those people's designs. I work with Big Faith brand. Shout out my man Jay Woody. That's his Big Faith t-shirt brand, and he's got some other merch and stuff. But I've done some work with him, and my stepdad is a journalist. He needed a quick graphic for one of his articles that was releasing, and I did up some stuff for that. Boys State, be on the lookout for the new Boys State logo. Design that. So I mean, it's just it's whoever hits me up for stuff. I mean, I can do stuff on the fly and be finished within like hours if I just like really grind it out. But yeah, logos, art, like posters, art, and like edits, whatever. Just whoever just hits me up.
When did you get into the whole graphic art?
Shit.
I don't mean to cut you off. My boy made me the best design on earth. Yeah.
Man.
Oh yeah. Everywhere.
Yeah,
Watch
bro,
everywhere.
I had to. I mean, it was a real grind to get good at like, cause, I mean, if you think about it, like there are those kids always from like elementary all the way into upper level high school who could just always draw like.
Yeah, that's what I'm finna ask you. Do you think that's something like you just gotta be? You think that's like a God-given talent,
That's
or you
God
can practice,
given.
or you can practice to get to it? 'Cause I can't.
I feel like some people can practice to get to it, but it's like far harder.
Yeah,
You
feel
might
like
by the
it's
time.
hard.
Yeah, by the time you learn how to really do it, you might as well just find you something.
So I can't draw work with damn. Like,
No, I can't.
I
either.
can't draw work with damn.
I got.
No.
I can teach myself how to draw certain shit because I know like way elementary school I taught myself how to draw like Dragon Ball Z characters and shit.
Yeah.
But like I knew people way that's like second grade, first grade
Crazy.
where we doing arts and crafts and shit. I look over this motherfucker got a whole house
Masterpiece.
and goddamn
Crazy.
they got everything
Yeah.
drawn up. So it's definitely God given. Certain shit really is just like
Yeah, definitely.
you born with a natural affinity to be able to do certain shit.
That's crazy.
But yeah, no, but like, I just kind of had to. I just had to like just get into it because, I mean, I'm not even finna lie. Like, art was my ploy to get into college. Like, my GPA wasn't amazing and my test scores weren't amazing, but that was just because I wasn't applying myself. Like, if I really wanted to do it, I guess I could have done better and grinded a little bit harder and had a better GPA and had better test scores. But at the end of the day, I'm on an art scholarship at Alabama just like the rest of them folks. So what's the difference?
Yeah. It's crazy because I was. I'm gonna say this again. I just had a conversation about that. Like people in high school with the lowest GPAs usually be some of the smarter people. Cause it's just so easy that like you get bored of it. For real. All right, Cope. So I see on your Snapchat, man, on your Instagram, you in the 50s now. You came a long way, Cope. You know I see you. I see you from the bottom, man. You came a long way.
That shit was rough.
So how the journey been? How the grind been, man?
Shouts out to my freshman year roommate. That's my dog BDB, Baylor. But yeah, he really got me into it because I was like, dang, I need to put on weight, and like the calorie count that they talk about is way too high for what like I can handle on a daily basis. So once once I heard from him, he was a big workout guy at the time. He'd go like every day. He was talking about my boys back home, like he was kind of small. You want to try out mass gainer, so I started drinking mass gainer heavy, like half a serving was like 625 calories, but full serving it's like 12,000 something. So I was drinking like one half before meal, going to the gym, working out, getting like, because at that time freshman year you could eat at the cafeteria or get like little side items or sandwiches, panini shop. I go to the panini shop right across from the gym, then make a new shake, and then that'd be another 625 for after the gym. It was like 50 grams of protein total. So it was 25 before, workout, eat, 25 grams after. And so, I started with him, and he put me on the workout plan, and then we just started going every day eventually. And then after that, I just kind of got on my own. But freshman year, I started out as 155. By the end of freshman year, I was like at least 170.
Where you at now?
I'm on the track to 190.
Oh yeah. Good job, man.
I'm trying to get that 200. You feel me?
'Cause we know, I know you came from.
Yeah, we know.
So yeah, you definitely did some improvement. So like, if somebody trying to put on weight, cause a lot of people don't know, putting on weight is way harder than losing weight. It's way harder than losing
We're
weight.
putting on good weight.
I hated
Put on
this.
muscle.
I hated this cliche. Like
It's way
people
harder.
would tell me, like you just gotta eat. Like when you feel full, your body can still hold more. Just keep eating. And I really hated that shit because it was like
It's too vague.
not too vague. It was just ungodly amounts of food to eat. Like it just hurt to take down that much. But you just kind of have to keep on eating, weigh in every couple of days because you don't want to hurt your body. If you see yourself dip, you're like, all right, I gotta get back on it and eat my rice, eat my beans, all that shit. Stuff that's heavy and calorie rich.
And some people really don't understand. Niggas see a nigga like you saying, "Oh, you just eat more." It's different for you.
Yeah.
It's like it's
It can't be no empty calories. When I say eat more, I'm talking about like packing on
You know what I'm saying?
quality calories.
And for y'all don't know what empty calorie is, empty calories things that have no nutritional value. So if you think you just want to go eat 4-5 bags of chips and put on good lean muscle, it's not gonna work like that. Those are what you call empty calories.
For you, that calorie count. Cause even I know when I look up my shit for like how many calories I need to gain muscle, and figure like a pound a week or some shit like that, it's more than I would even want to. It's like 4,000 damn near. And I'm
Crazy.
I'm only 5'11", you 6'11". So that shit gotta be that shit gotta be like 5,000 calories a day. Like that shit's crazy.
Yeah, bro. But like I thought it was wild because I lied like hell on my driver's license. Like I put that I was 165 on my driver's license, and that was before college even started, and I wasn't at 155 until I got to college. So that let you know how hard I lied.
You don't know though.
It should be crazy.
Yeah, I am that now. I'm more than that now.
So what you taking? What you just protein?
Taking any supplements?
So freshman year through like maybe halfway through sophomore year is when I did creatine. And then I started thinking about it. I was like, nah, I ain't trying to, like, there weren't really many studies on long-term health effects. And I thought about it. I was like, I'm already drinking and partying almost every day. Why would I kill my liver with something else that I can't even research? So I was like, nah, I'm gonna have to let that go. So now I just do like amino acids, BCAA, pre-workouts. Like I try to avoid anything that contains creatine, and it's kind of fucked me up a little bit though because the mass gainer that I drink or that I used to drink, I mean I still have it at the house, but I don't drink it very often just because I don't want to like lean on that. But when I do use it, it contains like a very small percentage of creatine. But I mean, creatine is also is in foods that we eat. So
And it's naturally occurring. Like
yeah,
in the
right,
body.
right. So it's just little things, but in terms of like pre-workout where it's already sugary and already has like doses of caffeine and all this other stuff. I ain't trying to deal with that on my body for real. So now I just do like BCAA.
What's some different lifestyle changes that have happened since you've gotten more in shape, like you packed on some muscle, like
the bitches, bro.
Like,
the bitches, bro. Yeah, bro. The hoes be sliding up. I have a gym story, just I guess for the people who don't know, and yeah, bro, the hoes be on me. No cap.
So what you say to these people where they be trying to say shit like, they be talking about how you look don't really matter, like you having a nice physique and everything, that shit don't matter, it's about the personality, all that other shit.
Maybe it don't matter, but like, I'm not doing it for them, I'm doing it for me. Like, who the fuck are they talking about it for me? Like, if you enjoy what you see, then I appreciate you, but at the end of the day, I never do it just for like, I'm not an ego lifter, like, I'm not gonna pick up no 50-pound dumbbells and try to use the momentum knowing good and well I can't even carry that way. Like, why would I do that? So, I mean, I'm not an ego lifter. I really do it all for me, for sure.
I feel like when you work out, bro, you get this certain type of confidence, man. You walk
Dude,
with a hump.
It's the conflict, bro.
You get the confidence, man. Like, you
Yeah.
in shape now. That's
Yeah,
a good
bro.
feeling, bro.
I definitely, like, I actually posted about this one day. I was like, ever since I've been in the gym, like, I don't care who the biggest nigga in there is. Like, I'm feeling like I'll put that nigga on a shirt or something. Like, I was like,
that's how you're supposed to feel in the gym.
but yeah, I'm just like, I'll get my ass be like a man before I feel like I'm lesser than anybody in here just because I'm a little bit smaller, but I'm still on my grind. So it's like, I'll get my ass be like a man if it's like that for real.
But then again, I don't think nobody in the gym think like that. That's why I tell people, I know a lot of people, like I know, like my mama, for example, auntie, a lot of people like scared to go to the gym for that exact reason. Like they nervous, like what other people. But I don't think really people
like
care about
people
it.
will judge you in the gym.
People don't. I feel like people don't
really be. I feel like most
care
people when they in the gym, if they really focus, they just
worry
worry
about
about getting their shit off. Like you just trying to go in and get your lift, get up out of there.
I don't think nobody really worried
That's
about.
what I'll be on if I go.
I don't really think nobody else worried about nobody else in the gym. I know I don't. I put the headphones in, but I'm in a whole different.
Oh, it's a zone. Them headphones go crazy.
Most definitely.
Unless like somebody doing something they hurt themselves, I'm like, bro, you need to do it like this. But I ain't just in there like, look at this person. See how the shape. Like that's what you here for. That's just me though.
I don't like talking to me. Can't do that.
I don't mind it. See, you like an ass.
Well, it's different for me. Like, people walk up and talk to me. They just ain't no intro, no hi, how are you, what's your name, none of that. They just walk up and start talking just because I'm 7 foot.
Yeah, I was about to say,
so,
you also like just the space you contain as a human. You draw attention.
Yeah, bro, it's just different. I'm not gonna like. I like to think I'm a friendly guy. Like, I ain't just gonna snap on nobody because they're talking to me. I mean, I understand the appeal and okay, whatever. But like, I'll just be nice to people because like you never know who you're talking to. So it's just like,
don't know what they're going through.
well, not even that. Just like It's just like opportunistic.
You'd probably really be surprised seeing someone who's really 7 foot, cause like, well, you probably think you tall, and think you seen a tall person in your life. You seen somebody who like 6'4". 6'4" is real tall. This nigga's really 6'11". Like
7 foot.
the shit is different in person. Like the nigga make tall people look small.
It's crazy because we used to go when we was in high school. There's a lot of people I know that's tall, that like tall until they walk next to him. It's like, damn, that nigga like that tall.
And they don't even really look tall for real. Like that shit is crazy. I know definitely seeing somebody that tall for the first time is probably like, damn, that person like actually really.
Well, that's how it is even for me. Like, I don't feel like an enormous nigga at all by any means. Like, I'll go, like, it was a nigga at Sam's who was what he was. He was a tall nigga, and he was 6'10". I was 6'11", and he was just like, he walks up, he was pushing the cart and gathering the carts, and I was headed back to the whip. But he was just like, he was like, hey man, how tall are you? And I was like, I'm 6'11". He was like, oh, okay, I'm 6'10". He was like, oh, okay. But from a distance, I saw him, you know, long before he came up to talk to me. And in my mind, I'm like, damn, that's a tall nigga. And then he walks up, and is an inch shorter, and I'm like, damn, I'm a tall nigga.
That shit was crazy when you really see it. We didn't know you since you was like what, 6'6". You was 6'6" freshman year, some shit like that. When it's like the nigga always been tall since I know.
Oh, just kept going. He
Seeing
always
a
been
nigga
tall.
hit 6'11" like really crazy. It didn't seem tall.
Seeing myself like on video hitting doors with my head and different shit, having to duck under shit. Like, bro, I was just at the movie theater a couple weekends ago to see Wakanda Forever, and the movie theater doors weren't even like tall enough for me to get through them bitches. Like I had to duck for real. Like the door into the actual movie theater, you know how there's the big wide door where it shows you like the title of the movie at the top. That bit was too small.
You think now, like imagine once like you been in the gym and shit, once you really fill out your frame for real, it's gonna be
Giannis.
even crazy. You feel me?
Giannis.
Hell yeah. I'm trying to get like that though.
What's like your goal? Like your goal? Do you have a goal weight, or like a goal? Not necessarily goal physique, because like nobody's physique is gonna be the same. Everybody's different, but like
Just 200.
just the general.
To 200
200.
pounds.
It's a good benchmark.
Because I feel like, again, I don't do it for the hoes, bro. I'm just saying.
The hoes come.
I feel like, I just feel like the bitches want like more of a heavier nigga. Like I just don't want to be. It's not about them either way. It's more of a me thing. But I just don't want to be like skinny. Yeah, I don't want to be a pushover. Like even if I did see a bigger nigga, I want him to know that I'm standing on this shit. Like it's not no, like I'm at way less, but like I just want to be like more stable in it. Like,
Right.
yeah.
I feel you.
You get done. I know I lost a lot of weight from like being in the army, bro. I feel so like.
Bro, I remember Chubby Deon, bro. I remember that nigga. And
We came a long way, man.
It's different.
We came a long way from it.
But you know what's crazy about
Came a long way,
like seeing the people around you lose weight. Like Deon was chubby at one point, but like I didn't know for a certain amount of time now where like I couldn't see it until the nigga lost weight. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, this nigga was actually kind of chubby when we was like.
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Yeah,
You shot me when just a few minutes ago. When you let up the girl, I said, damn, right, young nigga popping out.
Came a long way, man.
Even like when we was in school, like what 2 years ago we was on campus. Like I didn't think you were even chubby then. Nigga, I was like scrolling through some Snapchat and I'm like, what the fuck?
I was heavy. I want to say in college, I was damn near 200 pounds. Bro, I was eating.
That's like the heaviest I hit.
We was eating,
I'm
bro.
around there right now.
Them Slim Jims, you know, we can go
Yeah.
and talk.
But I shocked myself. I remember the first time I hopped on the scale and that shit said 199. So I was like, man, I'm 200. I don't even like, I don't feel heavy. But I am heavy.
But when you lose that weight, you gonna feel different. I feel like super light when I think my lowest was 157. But my body naturally want to see that 165, 170. That's what my body naturally wants to see. But when I was like 157, bro, I felt so light. But I'm trying to get ready to compete. I want to do marathon. I want to do 5Ks, 10Ks. So I think I need to be about 160 for that. That's when I was doing my best running. So Copeland, I know we school break coming up. What's next, man? What's next on the list? What you got going, man? What you finna be doing?
Man.
Besides coming on the podcast.
I'm really working on my music. This is like the first time I publicly said any of that.
Oh, yeah.
But long story short, I've been writing songs, full songs to completion, to various beats and various things. I've written poems to completion for about 2.5 years. And all of these different things, like I tried everything to get it out there. Like, hey bro, why don't you get on the mic and you just read this? And they couldn't do it like I wanted to be done. Yeah, bro. And so I've just after trial and error, I've just come to the conclusion that the only person that's gonna be able to do it is me. Cause like the way that it's written, I want it done a certain way, and if you're not cutting it, you're just not cutting it. So I'm gonna just have to find out, and just it's just an issue because I don't like the way I sound or none of that, and so I just gotta, I don't know, I gotta just figure it out. But yeah, I've got, at this point, I've got more songs, like more notes in my songs folder than I have in my regular notes folder. So like, I have more songs and poems and shit written than I do just normal notes, just whatever I have to put in my notes app. So really, that's it. Just working on my music, graphic design, school stuff, and try to look for an internship. And then that's pretty much it. Shit, I don't know. Staying in the gym. So yeah.
So when it comes to like writing music and notes, because I'm not blessed with that. What's your thought process when you're writing a song? Is there anything on your head?
I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy because like, I'll beat listen for hours, just find a good beat or whatever, and a lot of the time I find out what the song's gonna be from the title of the beat, and it's interesting because I don't know if anybody, I've never even heard of anybody doing that. So like, if the beat's called like Never Enough, I'm kind of taking inspiration. If the producer of the track heard it as being Never Enough, then I'm going off of that. It's like, okay, you want to call this beat Never Enough, then I'm gonna play off of that into my song, since you're the original piece of the song, like in terms of the background and 50% of what the song is made of. So if you're going off of Never Enough, then I'm gonna start writing on what I hear from Never Enough, and so that's a lot of times how my songs come. But I also try to look for like deeper cadences and deeper like vocabulary, because I don't want to just be, oh, came in with a hat, I'm swinging my bat. Like, nah, I'm not trying to nursery rhyme that hoe. So I'm always looking for like ways to like flip my lyrics and make sure there's like something quality, because I don't want it to be no like second grade type rhymes. Like, I want it to be something that people can really listen to, something that people can like relate to.
Do you write like every song you do? Do you write the lyrics every time, or do you like freestyle / punch in on your shit?
All of them are generally written from start to finish. There have been a few times where I have like incomplete verses from like times that maybe I had writer's block, which I don't even believe in anymore. So I had, at the time that I was believing in writer's block, I had a few unfinished verses that just didn't belong anywhere. And as time went on, and I kept on like finishing song after song, finishing it in like 2 days maybe, with like a serious flow of like creativity. I would go back in, like if I'm missing a certain piece, or if I have a certain word that I can't seem to like match in right, I'll go into the notes app, go to the search bar, type in that word, find the same word from a different unfinished piece or verse, and then just slap it in and make it fit to the way I need it to. And like, I'll do it that way.
But I want to ask you this real quick before we got here. We know you busy. You know, you got a lot of things you got to do. But where do you think the rap game is going now? You think we're in good hands? What you think?
I just think there's so many different directions that rap is breaking into, because like, you got pop niggas calling it rap now, and it's just like R&B, neo soul niggas calling it rap, who incorporate rap into the style or whatever. There's just so many different branches that it could go. I don't even know if rap even exists as like a lone genre. Like, like, rap covers so many roots under one umbrella that it's just like, well, what is it at this point? Because like, at one point when people were doing rippity rips, that was rap. But like, now it's just so diverse and versatile. I mean, you just can't track that shit for real. But I mean, overall, everybody on their own way, everybody doing their own style, everybody got their own swag. So I mean, as long as people just stick to what's true to them. I guess I say we straight.
That's why I like it for that reason you just said. I like it. I like everybody got different stuff, man. You gotta rap. Anybody can listen to it now.
Yeah.
It just ain't like just black people. If you white, you can listen to him. You can Asian, you can listen to him. You can listen to him. I think we're in a good direction. I think all the killing needs to chill out, but you know, it is what it is.
White rap people.
Alright.
Listen
Wow.
to that nigga for real.
I'm just saying though, man, that's what make rap good now. Everybody got their different, you know, whatever you listen to. If you like the singing, rapping, here you go. Listen to him. He singing and rapping.
I agree. I'm just saying.
But we do need to chill out with the killing each other, but you know, it is what it is, man.
I love to say it, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit be fire.
Yeah, I never stopped listening to gangster rap.
I can't.
That shit be fire.
I know it's negative. People say it's negative, but I like gangster rap.
I just can't. I can't help it.
See, the only thing with my thing is like, yeah, it's negative. It's
Gotta
jam
separate
negative,
it,
but like, I listen to gangster rap 70-80% of the time. I'm listening to rap music. It don't never make me want to go kill a nigga.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta be able to separate.
Like I boot up when I'm listening to it, but I ain't never like damn, I really go smoke that nigga right now.
It's
like,
compartmentalized.
And I got niggas I don't like, and I still ain't never thought, damn, I get his ass right now.
Because you gotta be able to separate that.
I
Man. You
never
just
do
listen
that,
to
but it's music.
music.
Like that's their life. That's they rap about whatever the fuck they've been through, whatever. I'm just sonically it sound good to me.
It's the best art. Music is the
Most
best art.
definitely.
I swear that. It's the best art. I love music.
I think life would be it'd be shitty if we lost music.
You got no people. I don't think people understand how much music get people through stuff. Without
Man,
music,
Depending on the
You
type
like
of
a lot of
family you
suicide.
grow up in, or the type of just life you live, like nigga been listening to music since your ears was working. Like I can't imagine nigga lost music. That should be I don't know.
be dark time.
For real.
Be dark time. I just be sitting here just doing nothing, bro. Like I'm finna go to the gym and listen to music. Nah, ain't no music. Why I be doing this? Listen to my bro. Hey, man. Well, Cope, it's been a pleasure to have you on the podcast, my brother.
It's been real.
You gotta come back next time, man.
Sure that.
You gotta get you on another time, man. Yeah, my boy Cope, the big general, man. Go check out all his platforms. We're gonna make sure we put his Instagram and all that down there, man. Get at him for graphic designing. He's gonna be a future lawyer. He's gonna get y'all niggas out of trouble if y'all get in trouble. And then when he do the sports shit, if you think you good at basketball, hit my boy up. You feel me? And just like that. Anything to say?
That's it. That's a wrap, nigga.
And we out of here, man. Make sure you get your merch too. The box, nigga.